Have you already watched Dankpods' latest video? What are your thoughts on him using ChatGPT to write code for his new website? I didn't know about that one. Dankpods. This one? I assume it's, this is genuinely my greatest life's work.
This is actually a huge deal. So I'm seriously proud at the amount of content I've been able to smack out across all these different channels that have nothing to do with each other. And even supporting them with extras through Floatplane and memberships.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. Like, most of us are being robbed blind nowadays. Everything's out the window. Like, you know, from cars, the houses.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? $8,000 for a 5090? That's how much I paid for my fucking car. Jesus Christ.
Even fun stuff. Everything's maniacally expensive. And so I'm offering all this extra stuff, but you gotta pitch in. But for the last, I think at least 2 years, I've been working on a website that's designed to be completely free, but that actually offers something. That actually has stuff to do and things that update and things that are fun. So don't let the name of this website, and let alone the looks of it when you see it, to make it seem like it's just meme land. It is, by the way. It's Easter eggs all over the place. The underpinnings of this thing, I've taken very, very seriously. Shut up! Let's go and smell Dingusland.
Dingusland. Welcome to the 1990s. This is incredible. I fucking love this. I don't need to see anything else. This is all I need.
Dingusland.fun. This has been in collaboration with my sister, who works for me now. So thank you so much for supporting me and watching all my vids. So me mum's my business manager, and now my sister is the undisputed queen of Dingusland. And
you know what? That's actually really cool. That is actually really cool to be able to offer your family employment. And probably, like, considering how well Dankpods does, probably pretty good pay. PowerPoint ask text? Yeah.
She did an amazing job stitching this thing together. It's all my terrible cooked ideas, and then she's brought them to life so that we may suffer through them as well. And I know you got heaps of questions right out of the gates. We're going to get to all the bits. Whoa,
this is Korseki Biju's debut. I forgot about that one.
Single snakes in my area? Oh, that does look pretty good. What's this in the corner? There's a Frank snoot.
Frank!
You click on it. This is a bona fide Frank simulator. This is the real Frank experience. You talk to this Frank here as if you'd want to talk to the real Frank, and it'll give you bang on the exact experience that you would get from the real Frank. Let's give it a try. Who is your favorite character from The Wizard of Oz? Okay, Frank says nothing. That's fine. Do you like sausage roll?
Image to refresh your memory. Okay, let's have a look. There we go. Oh, yeah. 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 That was something.
Come on, Frankie. You gotta do better than this. Frank! No, Frank! Please, Frank. Oh, I swear you only care about rats. What? Oh, you like rats, Frank? No rats for Frank! Yeah, no rats. You don't get rats. But what if we show Frank the rat? Oh, give Frank the rat. Yep, that's bang on. That's Frank to the T. Now look, my channels don't have any sponsors, but you know, hey, we got to have some banner ads.
Oh my god.
It's just how I gotta do things. And look, these do work. If you click on it, it will take you to Floatplane. And this one will take you to Frank's specific Floatplane. There are single snakes in your area. There's only one Frank. That's a single snake. But seriously, thanks so much for pitching it. I had to leave my massive Patreon for mental health issues. It was so big and they didn't give me enough controls to control it. And I was drowning. I'm embarrassed of the emails I sent them begging for help, basically. And yeah, I had to walk away from it and basically start all over again. This is technically a low-tier launch of my trash network on Floatplane, even though I've talked about it for years. It's finally at a point where I actually recommend people jump in and get it.
Wait, here's another... Here's more things?
All of the uploads. I'm all over it, mate. $2.80, that's as cheap as I can do it. It's a small Canadian platform. This is how people want it to be done. Look, you can see Frank in a hat and whatever that is. And look at this. The counter is at 2. Me and my sis, we're the only ones who've been on this brand spanking build of this thing. Oh, you know what the best bit about this counter is? If you hit refresh, the number goes up. Seriously, if just refreshing this page to watch this number go up makes you smile, I will not take that away from you. This is like a draw ball, but a number. Everyone can contribute to the number going up. And we haven't even gotten into the actual thing that's taken all of the development time. This is the tinsel and cake frosting. Oi, right out the gates, Headphone cave for you Dankpods peeps. I've been a bit slow on headphone videos because this is being built and put together, because any future headphones I do, I want to put them up in the Headphone cave, because look at this. You can go to the Mesoamerican Mark IIs. There they are. And you can listen to them against the original source. They are going to sound different. One of them is the raw music file, and one of them's been played out of headphones and captured on a set of freakish ears. But there you go. I know people have wanted that, and it's even the entire song. You can even download them as well. So as like I do more reviews and videos about old headphones and whatnot, this is going to start growing and getting way, way, way big. Look, Frank's on every
that fucking art in the background. The fucking the gorilla.
Advice. Why are you here? Give Frank a rat. Frank, you're useless. This is the perfect Frank simulator. This is Frank. Right here. Frank the game.
Is this just Snake?
90% of the dev time is gone. And I'm not even kidding about that. Oh, I absolutely adore the game Snake, but only the version that's on my 3310. That's the only game of Snake that I ever
the worst that came out 400k.
It was like really tactile buttons. It was simple.
Well, yeah, of course.
Score. What more could you want? And I've always wanted to make my own game of Snake and just call it Frank. So just Frank the game. My dream version of Snake called Frank is right here. So this game doesn't run on mobile. The mobile version of this site that you're probably scrolling on, because no one uses like desktops anymore. Yeah, can't run this game.
Use that.
I'm sorry about that. This is PC exclusive because it says here zoom out to play. Have you seen this? This is like the largest game of Snake. You know what? It used to be bigger. This game was so much bigger, but it really broke it. All of this is running out of Squarespace, by the way. And Squarespace doesn't want to do this. We're making it do this.
It'll be fine.
Welcome to Frank the game.
Wait, you're saying it's running out... What are you... Wait, he's... I hope he just doesn't know what he's talking about. You're not doing this on, like, the server, are you? This has to be, like, rendered client-side. Surely. Surely you're not doing this on the server. That would be something else. Oh my... I really hope so.
Bigger the map, the longer the noodle you can make, which means the later the games you can get, and you can have some real high score runs. But what I love about this version of Snake, other than it being called Frank, and that it's absolutely ginormous, it's all the little extra bits that make this game so crazy in the late game. You see these little blue dots appearing? Yeah, oh, look, now we're moving slow. Collect icicles to slow down. Get it? Because Frank, she's temperature controlled, and when she's cold, she's slow. There's a red dot. Do you see the red dot?
I see the red dot.
That's a sun. And when you get that, Frank gets really quick. Get it? Because she's a reptile, and that's what they're like. Look, you got to eat as many stinky rats as you can. That's what these little grey squares are. Like, use your imagination. This is Squarespace, the game console. Avoid your tail, that's a given. Frank poos are...
I like how he said this is where the majority of the dev time went. Like, making a Snake clone is, frankly, not that difficult.
Silent but deadly. That's right. The actual twist to Frank the game.
Like, it's a pretty simple game.
She keeps getting longer, and the more rats you have, like every rat that you eat, there's like a percentage that she'll do a poo. So there's some runs where she does barely any, and some like where she's just, there you go, an absolute poo monster. That doesn't look like an issue right now, but they start to absolutely fill the map. This is so big. I love it. I love this. Oh, there we go. This is my favorite version of Snake ever. And it's not just biased because it's my version. And look, you see a little pattern growing on the snake as it gets longer. Like,
that's cool.
That's the best pattern we can get Squarespace to do. There is one last thing.
You know what? That maybe that part took a little bit of effort.
Catch the golden quail for 50 points.
Ooh.
50 points is enough to get onto the leaderboard. A leaderboard, I'll mention it again. But look, we're up to 9 here. So 50 points is crazy, but you'll never catch one. You'll see a little yellow dot appear and disappear immediately, right? You'd have to be like using one of those speed up suns, smash it across the screen when one magically appears near you by accident. And honestly, from watching heaps of like video game speed runs and whatnot, that's what I want. RNG elements. You don't know what kind of run you're gonna have. Wait, you can't have like a big fun tinkling contest without someone going first to set the benchmark. And so to test this game, when it was finally developed, I suggested me and my sis, we do a 1 hour Frankathon where we got 1 hour to get the highest score that we can get. 134 rats. No quails. Impossible. I was stoked. And then my sister showed me her score of 232. So check this out. Look, right, we're going to scroll to the bottom. Oh, there's scores. And there you go. Immortalized forever are our first goes of 1 hour's worth of attempts. And look, high scores march. It could be you. So the big thing about this website...
There's going to be some way to some way to exploit this, and people are going to like give stupid numbers.
So long, this is a dataless website. There's no logins, there's no emails,
I am almost certain that there's going to be no security as well. What's your bet that you can just send a data packet to the site and tell it what your score is? And it doesn't do any checks. What's the current high score? What's the website? If we just look up Dingusland, can I find it? Yeah, okay. Here. What's the score? Oh, do I have to actually... Okay. Oh, leaderboard is temporary offline. Yeah, probably because somebody fucked around. Yeah. I bet there was a very simple way to exploit it.
Nothing. This is arcade rules. You'll see a prompt appear on the screen, you put in a nickname, and you press enter, and it's done. And basically, once a month, we look through a spreadsheet, look at the 3 top scores, and put it in manually. That's what we're doing to make this work dataless. Well, what it means is you gotta wait till the start of the month to see if you got the high score. Once a month, these get updated, and each month is...
I wonder if they're handling integers correctly. I wonder if you could overflow the integer. I wonder if you could underflow it. I have a feeling you can break this very... You could break something very easily.
Just going to get slotted in, and this is going to get longer and longer. And this is the way I want to do it, where the all-time score sits at the top, but everyone competes for the high score of the month. The minimum score to actually...
Considering it's probably saving... I'm curious how it's saving stuff. Because if it's just dumping it into a CSV file, I can think of some very easy ways you can break it. If it's maybe putting it in a database, I can really think of some ways you could break it.
Admit it, it's 50. That's just to keep the spam out. Who knows? Maybe the top score is 50 because no one plays during March.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Competing too. Don't you worry. I want my top spot. I want my top spot back! On the homepage, mate, me drum museum.
A drum museum.
The big thing about my drum thing and all the cymbals and vintage drums that I got, I want to share them and I want to, like, save them. I want to have them documented and recorded and all the stamps and all the information about them. But then I want to make it so that you can just download it. You like the sound of it? Then take it. Have it. Look at this. It's just like, this is what it was like buying cymbals. I mean, it still is. You go to cymbal websites and you get to hear the cymbal before you buy it. When there's a download button, you can just take it. You want to use it for a Spotify tune that makes like $1 million billion, like being the next popular thing in the world? cool with me. No, no credit needed. I'm happy. All I ever wanted was the instrument and to play drums for the rest of my days. You like the sound of the egg? You can have the egg. I mean, there's the nugget den for all my car people from my car channel. Look, you get to see the nugget fleet, and when you click on them, you get updates about their conditions and death, really. See, look, you get the little updates of like, yeah, Bruce was the backbone of my empire, and then to dying weeks later. So thank you so much, Bruce. I actually got plans on recording.
Wait, do you not know that? What? He has a car channel. Do you not aware of the car channel? We've watched videos from the car channel.
The sound of them starting up and revving, and we'll add that as well. It'll be like the the Pokemon roar or cry noise. Huh? Oh, my beloved, the car.
No, I mean this page. Oh, well, yeah, it's Pokemon cars. Yeah, cars on cars. Yeah, Pokemon cars. Yeah.
Frank. You got to have a Frank tab because members and floaties get special Frank pictures.
Aww.
But after a couple of weeks, they get uploaded here. So, I'm being
only
cool.
Franks.
I'm not gatekeeper nothing. Look, you can get these snooty pics. Hey, I'm giving away as much as I can. Look at that snoot there. Oh, look, she's bundled up in her own snuggie, known as her own reeking skin that actually smells like rats when you give her a buff. Look, there's Frank in the corner. Look, Frank. Hey. Come on, Frank. Frank stares into the middle distance. That doesn't even make sense. Of course, there's the fan art. This gets updates all the time. And this is fun. Again, stick social media up here because here you go. I've got my own. Yep, that's me. Get it? It's a battery. That's a high poly Frank there. Dankpods for scale. That's not a proper size pixel. This one I'm really proud of. The site updates, because I know there's a lot of stuff here. There's no email notifications telling you when stuff's come up. And I don't want that. I don't want people to need to put in personal information to enjoy this website. So you can come along to the BS Frank prompt and you can see, look, hey, more fan art. I mean, that's usually what's been going on lately because we've been doing back-end stuff. But if a new symbol goes up or a new car thing goes up, it gets added.
That's cool.
Here. And I love this small touch of, look, the bytes free are going down one at a time. I wonder when we're gonna run out of bytes. Oh, by the way, there's secret Franks everywhere. I think there's either 6 of them or maybe more, I'm not sure. And finally, the channels tab, which is pretty simple because it just shows, look, it's all my channels. And another ad for snakes in your area. But seriously, thank you for supporting me. It really helps. My gosh, everything's expensive. The siren song of sponsors is so loud. I can't hear my own video ideas sometimes when it's just like sponsors will fix everything, but they won't really. Look what they did with honey. Sorry, I really do appreciate. Thank you.
Well, let's not talk about honey.
Memberships. It doesn't have to be Floatplane. It all helps. I mean it. So yeah, this is legit. This is for realsies. The drum museum's gonna grow, the Frank's gonna grow, the Headphone, they're all gonna be growing and expanding. This is the smallest this site's gonna be. We're gonna keep playing with the Frank bod. We're gonna keep adding fan art. My plans are just to keep adding to Dingusland to make it more and more featured as you go along. But it's at a point where I'm like, this is releasable, this is worth visiting, and it's honestly my homepage. This is where I want to land on the homepage. I'm listening to a podcast. I'm honestly just going to be playing a game of Frank, trying to get my high score back that I never had. I need that high score, but I have so many videos to make.
Yeah,
she pooed on the first one. On the first one, she did a poo. But you should come and check out the Trash Network on Floatplane, mate. Look at everything there. Like, it's a Canadian company tour, which is really fun. It's not like the big conglomerates, mate. I've been there for 3 years, so please go. Give it a go. Please. And a final congratulations to my sister for the amazing work that she's done. Man, she really put in some hours. And actual credit to ChatGPT, which really helped with the code of stuff, like learning the limits on what we could do with Squarespace. See, when it's not telling you to eat rocks and eat glue, it's actually, very useful for coding stuff. But yeah, she thinks my sister amazing. She's going to be managing all this on the back end. So you did Dingusland. So a tremendous amount of work hiding.
Look, I don't care if someone wants to vibe code some stuff. Honestly, if we're doing simple web development stuff, like just putting a site together, as long as we don't have anything security relevant, it's probably fine.
Underneath that fugly hilarious Windows 95 Sans 98 skin. My sister is monitoring it. She's the queen of Dingusland. It's always happening and moving. And it's to counter all the monetized stuff that I've got, which is the only way I can do it, really, because I don't do sponsors, and boy, it gets tight sometimes. I mean, everything's okay.
Do you know what else is tight?
I rent everything. So, Dingusland.fun, go and yell at Frank, go and put a score down as Frank, and maybe check out the Floatplane and memberships. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Always huge thanks to my floaties. All these $10 members right here. Whoa, that's just so nice. Hey, but $1 a month, I do extra videos on Floatplane. Not Float.
Bold Mudahara's Curse?
2 memberships.
Wait,
like
what?
$1. I know $2.80 on Floatplane's way.
Is that
more
his newest
expensive,
video?
But, you know, I just put up Whamola, Les Claypool's Whamola, where I listen along the music. I can't do that on YouTube. That's where all my music listening stuff is. But yeah, get in the Dingusland. You're going, run amok.
What is... Oh, I did not mean to close that. He shaved.
Sometimes. I mean, everything's okay.
Oh, he just shaved his...
I rent everything. So, Dingusland.fun. Go and yell at Frank. Go and expensive. But, you know, I just put up Whamola, Les Claypool's Whamola, where I listen along the music. I can't do that on YouTube. That's where all my music listening stuff is. But yeah, get in the Dingusland. You're going,
brother.
Run amok. I'll see you in there. And mate, I'll see you all next time.
Yeah, brother. What is Frank doing? He's just chilling. Hi, Frank. Yeah. He's good. He's not doing fucking much. Oh, yep. He shaved like a couple of times before. That's not very new. The problem with the LLMs for coding assist is the time spent verifying there's actually what you want. So it's mostly fine for one-off commands or something where you only need to destroy your own laptop. But for doing that for production code at business without investing time to write tests and isn't Frank a girl? I don't fucking know. It's a snake. But I need to remember the name of a function language. X haven't used in a month. It can be pretty handy. I don't know. Like, if someone's not a developer and they want to use it, I do think you should understand the limitations. But at the same time, you know, I don't hate the idea.